What is up, Boo Boo Gang? So today we're gonna be reacting to Ross and his amazing story.
Shout out to all the subscribers worldwide. You stupid, yo. You know what I mean?
Shout out to all y'all.
Word up.
Appreciate all the support, all the love.
Word up. Go cop that merch. Join the community.
Links are down below, man.
Word up.
So, y'all have requested this time and time again. Ever since we reacted to the Jonah Lucas song.
That was a minute ago.
That was a minute. This is the real story, the real person of the Jonah Lucas song. This is the guy that actually got shot and lived. So, are you ready? Let's go.
Alright, ready, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Alright, my name's Ross Capicchioni. I'm from Macomb, Michigan, suburb outside of Detroit.
Start with your story of
How it happened?
Yeah.
Well, it happened like I was a junior in high school, 17-year-old punk shit. Just doing my thing, skating, hanging out.
What I mean is basically this.
This kid supposedly was supposed to be my friend, and I knew this kid for 10 years prior before this day. He asked me, hey, can you give me a ride to my cousin's house, down in D? Alright, yeah, well, like, what part? Like, the west side or the east side? And he's like, the east side. And I was like, nah, man, I don't got no business on the east side, He's like, no, it's cool, man. Like, the east side, that's like 7 Mile, like, it's like a third world country. The police, they won't stop and get out the car. They won't pull you over. If there's gunshots, they'll wait till everything's clear and they'll come pick your body up off the street and that's it. He's like, please, man, please. I'm like, no. So, like, a week goes by, I'm still telling him no, like, because I had a feeling, like, don't go down there. He kept asking me, I'll give you $30 for gas, all this shit. I'm like, all right, whatever, you're my friend. I'll take you down there. I go to school that day, and I get out, and everything seems normal. We go to the gas station, he gives me the money for gas. We drive down there. So I get off, and it's just like, I get that eerie feeling like you're in a bad spot. But it's like broad daylight out, a beautiful day like that today. And we're driving.
This is a prime example of whenever you have a gut feeling.
Yeah, follow your gut, man.
Don't do it, man.
Follow your gut.
It's a prime example. Listen to that inner self telling you, no, this don't feel right, I'm not gonna do it. Listen to that voice.
Yeah.
Because that voice is your conscience, man. So if you don't, like, you can wind up losing your life or like severely getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So that's a prime example for anybody else that's out there that's dealing with peer pressure to do something that you really don't want to do. Always listen to that voice. Sometimes it be low, sometimes it can be loud. Listen to it.
But he should have known that, like, if the guy repeatedly kept on asking you,
yeah, somebody
like,
keep asking you,
no,
yeah.
and then now he's like bribing you with money and all that, like.
Yeah, like somebody keep asking you to do something that you don't want to do. That's a sign, man. Get away from that individual, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they up to something. You feel me?
But it's like broad daylight out, a beautiful day like that today. And we're driving, and he's telling me where to go, and we pull out in the street, and there's people outside, and he's like, all right, that's the house right there. So he's like, pull around back in the back. Like, when I turned the corner to go right, like, I seen it was like caution, like, do not enter and all this shit, but I still, because I knew him for so long, I just thought, it's the D, it's, whatever. There was a fence, like a grass area, my vehicle, and then houses right there. So it was like, I wasn't in the middle of nowhere or anything. And like, I get out, and he gets out, and it's only a couple seconds, I'm looking around. My ears are ringing, I'm like, man, that was close. I kind of just glanced down, and my arm's just hanging off like a zombie. And I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, this is, that's not real. And I kind of shake it off and look again, and it's just hanging off my arm. And I'm like, okay, then it kicks in, like blood, like flowing, like an animal. And then I look. So
he didn't feel.
It's probably like sometimes you don't, like it says, you feel it after. I mean, like after being in the hospital and all that, like getting the operation and all that stuff. That's when you feel the gunshot, because it's like your adrenaline be rushing. You know what I'm saying? To where you don't feel it right away.
So it doesn't hurt when you get.
Nah, like I'm not saying it don't hurt, but I'm just saying it doesn't. When you're not aware of you being shot, or sometimes you don't feel it till after.
That's crazy.
When you healing and trying to get back to.
Yeah.
That's when you feel it the most. You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Holding a shotgun, like 10 feet away from me, just holding it right at me. And I asked him, I said, like, did you shoot me? And he just
Wow.
blew a hole in my chest like this big. So after that, I just dropped to my knees. I lost all my air. I couldn't see. I remember like being on my on my hands and knees, and I felt the barrel of the gun on my head. I felt this barrel just shaking still on my head, and so I smacked.
But my thing is, why would this dude want to do that to him in the first place? It's my thing.
Well, I think he probably will explain it, but that's crazy. Cause he said he knew him for 10 plus years.
Damn. Like, that's why you can't trust people, man. You can't trust people, man. Trust nobody.
But why did he?
I mean, trust is supposed to be something earned, but even the people that you think that you can trust, like today, man, we live in a horrible time to where, man, people word ain't they word no more. And
Yeah.
you got to be careful who you surround yourself around, because somebody do you in, man. That's crazy, man. Like, knew the dude for a while. He was begging him to go there, and then he takes him to a part of town he don't want to go to, and then he pulled out a gun and shoot
She was
him.
with a shotgun, but
That's crazy to me.
Felt the barrel of the gun on my head. Felt this barrel just shaking still on my head, and so I smacked it away. But there was a shotgun, so it sprayed.
Wow.
So it still like hit me in the head really good, but it didn't
That's
blow my
crazy.
head off like a watermelon, just to pieces.
Yeah,
So after
yo,
that, I
how
got.
did he?
Shotguns, when they go out like this. They spray out like this. So the pellets of the bullet, it sprays out like this. Usually, like a regular handgun, it comes out the bullet and
Yeah.
it just goes straight at you. Shotgun shells is more to hit maybe multiple people that's all kind of like crowded in the area. Like, say if you got like 12 people, they all bunched up. A shotgun is like, it'll shoot everybody.
Right.
Damn.
So if that was
You know what I'm saying?
another gun, then he would have been dead.
No, of course.
Because he would have been shot in the head.
You know what I'm saying? Of course.
That's crazy.
But no, it's a blessing he lived.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Because he got shot in the chest, in the head, and
the arm.
yeah, his
The
arm.
arm, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But he just kept on shooting him and kept on like.
Yeah, like you can't trust niggas these days.
And I was like, okay, I'm still moving, like I don't know what's going on with my head, but I know I'm alive. And I remember I looked up and he was just staring at me, and he took the butt of the gun and like smashed me in the face with it, knocks my teeth out. Like I fall back, but I can still see at this point, and I don't understand like how I can see, because I have so much damage to like my lung and heart. I felt like these hands like in my pocket digging for my car keys. Like, when he's trying to grab my keys, like I ended up on my stomach. And I look up and I see my Jeep Commander driving away. Just driving away, flying away. And I said, okay, well, either I stay laid down in this spot right here and die, or I try to get up. So I try to push myself up, but like take my left arm, take it right out. So gunshot to the chest, bigger than a soup bowl, and then my head all mashed up. I'm trying to push myself off the ground. Kept trying, and I'm like, all right, you know what? One more. I'm gonna try it one more time. And I pushed up, and then out of nowhere, I felt these arms from underneath me pick me up. And I remember like swinging, trying to grab someone, and there was no one around. And I was just like standing up still, like a drunk, zombie, just like. And I got this like a shove, like someone shoved me from behind to go forward. I must have got about 7-8 feet. I just fell straight down. Because I remember I hit the ground like on my stomach. I'm like, all right, well I went as far as I could. This shit's hurting like too much. Let me just close my eyes and start relaxing. Sure enough, I closed my eyes and all the pain started going away. And then I'd wake up real fast and be like, this is not right. I just got shot 30 seconds ago. How's the pain stopping? And I'd be like, don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. That's a good feeling when you're sleeping. So I'd pass back out a little bit, and then I'd be like dying. And then I'd wake myself up, like my own voice, third person. Hey man, get up, man, you're dying. And then I did that, and then I heard, hey, and I like started hearing this guy, and he's like running over to me. So when I fell, there was like a probation officer at a stoplight, and he seen me fall out of the woods, like all bloody, broad daylight. And then I felt his hand on my back, like, hey man, you're fine, don't close your eyes, come on, the ambulance is coming, they're coming. And I'm like, man, like I just want to sleep, leave me alone, man. But then in my head, I'm like, no, you don't, because if you fall asleep, you're sleeping forever. And I remember like getting on the stretcher, and they're putting me in the stretcher, and just like the facial expression of the paramedic was just like a stunned look on his face, but in the same time telling me I looked great. I looked beautiful, like you're gonna be fine. And then it just like blacked out, and I went to like I was outside of the ambulance on my skateboard, filming it, like rolling telephotos, filming of the ambulance, and the doors open, everyone's panicking, and I see my legs coming out, and like once it gets to my head, blacked out. I was pronounced dead on arrival right there. John Doe had nothing on me. They said, Doc, this kid's, gone, and Doc said no. I'm here, let me try.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like when I was pronounced dead on arrival, like throw him in the body bag, he's dead. Like the doctor said no, like, I'm gonna try to help him. This man doesn't know who I am. He could have said, yeah, he's dead, all right, I'm going back home. He said no, like I feel something, I'm gonna try. Did the heart surgery, gave me 24 hours to, see if I was still breathing on the ventilator. After 24 hours, I was still alive. They fixed my arm and my head, and I woke up 3 days later. I remember like waking up and it was still all white, like white everywhere, and I'm like, dead. I'm 17, I'm dead. And then it starts to like come in, and it's like I see curtains, like a freaking oxygen tank, and I'm like, then out of nowhere, bam, perfect vision again. I'm in a hospital, and then I'm like tied down to the bed because I got the breathing tube in me. I got this thing pumping air into my lungs, so I start freaking out. But there's a nurse there the whole time though. I didn't even notice her because I was all tied down, and I just hear screaming like, he's awake! He's awake! And I see her like running out of the room, and then like running back, like 3 more nurses and the doctor, just this woman just coming around the corner flying, like throws her clipboard in the air, runs up to me, oh my God, you look beautiful, like, and in my head I'm like, what do you mean? I look beautiful. I can't even, what's going on? Why am I tied down? And then she's like, all right, 1, 2, and like on 2, she pulled that thing out of my throat, man. I got to breathe again, like real air, like, and, of course I coughed up a ball of tar and BBs, but everyone was just looking at me like, you're alive, like you're breathing on your own right now. Like, what's your name? I don't know. What year is it? What? Who's the president? Huh? Is there any way we could contact anyone you know with a phone number? I was like, 27. Out of anything, my name, anything, the year, the only thing I remembered after that was my father's phone number.
Wow.
For 3 days, my family didn't know. My father was outside, like, spraying out the garage, and he got the phone call from the hospital saying, I think we got your son, he's been shot, but he's alive. So, I don't know how my parents ended. I don't know how that feels, like you're a father, like, so, I don't know, it chokes me up, because, like.
But they ain't see him in 3 days. They wasn't looking for him in 3 days? That's crazy.
I mean, he said he was 17, so like, he
ain't
grown.
But
so he still lived with them, so why weren't they looking?
Exactly. For 3 days? Man, yo. The Lord definitely blessed this dude, man. Most High definitely blessed this dude, man, to be alive, man. Like, that's crazy. Your moms and pops ain't looking for, he had his garage, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, usually somebody die.
Yeah. He was pronounced dead.
That's crazy, man.
And then
That's crazy.
It's crazy, but they came down there, and I remember, like, I seen my mom come in with my dad, and I'm looking at him, I was like, Mom, you can't get mad at me right now. She's like, Mad? You're alive, you're alive. After, like, the 4th day, they were like, all right, get up, start walking, like, let's go. I'm like, let's go where? He's like, you're going home tomorrow. I'm like, it's been 5 days. He's like, dude, you're going home. What do you want to live in a hospital? You want to go live your life again? I'm like, sir, I got a hole in my chest the size of a teacup. He's like, listen, Ross, I'll give you a tip of advice. You live through this, you're going to be okay. Just go home, live your life, don't hang out with these kids anymore. After 5 days, they sent me home. So, like, I'm shot, My parents are asking me questions. My dad's asking me, what are we going to do about it? And I'm like, telling him, like, Dad, I know who did it, The next day, like, out of a movie, like, these men in suits came in, and my dad's like, yeah, can I help you? And they pull out their, badges and FBI, they say the kid's name. And I'm like, yeah, I know him, that's who shot me. He's like, oh, could you identify him through a picture? I was like, of course. Pull out a picture of the kid. He said, that's him right there. He said, Ross, we have him in custody. I said, how? I just woke up like 2 days ago. I just learned how my name again, like how to talk. He's like, the day blank shot you, he called blank and told him. So this kid shoots me and calls his buddy and says, hey, I shot Ross, he's dead. This kid's like, no, you didn't, you're lying. Because imagine another 15-year-old kid saying to a 15-year-old kid, So after they hang up, the kid he told calls the police on him. And he was met by the SWAT team right at his front yard.
Wow.
And like all I had to do was go to court and testify against him. I went in there, man, in a wheelchair, head still stapled, no teeth, 105 pounds because of all the blood I lost, arm cast.
Damn.
And I sat in front of 40 of his family and him, and he couldn't look me in the eye. He had his head down the whole time. And I had to tell my story like this to everyone. That was the first one. I had to go back to final sentencing, and that's when I was healed. Like, so I walked back in the courtroom the second time. He comes out in a purple suit, top hat, cane, and sunglasses. This is the kid who shot me at court, smiling. While his family cheers him on, says, like, way to shoot Ross, called me a coward because I was taking the justice route. Like, I didn't lower myself to his standards and go try to kill him. I spoke and...
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Yo, the mentality of people, man. The mentality. Like, his family had the nerve to say he was a coward because he wanted justice for himself. Come on, man. Like, yo, something wrong with y'all people out here in this world, man.
That's crazy. Like, your son just shot somebody.
But that,
for no reason.
His family should be ashamed of their son, shame of their grandson, shame of their brother for harming this dude. This dude ain't do nothing to him. What did he do to him?
That's crazy.
Seriously, y'all, I keep saying it's a mentality, man. Yo, like, y'all bogged out here, man. Seriously.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy. Go ahead, man. Wow.
Judge like looked at this kid and said, said his name and said, yo Ross, thank you. And the kid just looked at the judge like, what do you mean? He's like, because if you would have killed Ross that day, you would have got life in prison. But since Ross was a warrior and survived, you get a second chance and you just slam the gavel on him. So you'll have fun in prison for 35 years.
Wow.
Well, I found out that the cause of the shooting was because he had to join a gang. That was his initiation was kill a random person.
Yes, that's what Jonah was talking about. Yes. I remember it now.
Wow. He
had to just kill.
Just kill.
And he chose his friend of 10 years.
So kill a random person to be in the gang. How coward cats is. Let me tell you something right now. The only reason why dudes join gangs because they can't stand on their own 2 feet. They not strong enough. They gotta join a gang because they weak. Anytime you gotta join somebody, you weak. You ain't strong.
Yeah.
Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the people that's strong, neutral, that don't need no gang. They got respect for themselves. They got respect for others, and they think on their own. They don't have to be subjected to rules and regulations of a goddamn gang that's gonna have you go out here and kill innocent people. I'd never join no gang. I'm here. I lived in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. That's crazy.
He really should.
To hurt innocent people that don't have nothing to do with nothing. Like, that's horrible. So I hope that dude get exactly what he deserves in prison. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he be somebody freaking goddamn boo in that joint. Where they goddamn rape him and pass him around for cars and cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Why would you do that to your... He's your friend. Why would you do that? Go ahead, man. Oh, man.
That was his initiation was kill a random person. He had to pick someone, so he just thought I would be the guy to pick. Yeah, that happened in 2007. About 4 years. And I'm telling you, the first 2 were the hardest. It gets hard, like waking up and knowing like someone tried to like shoot you down. You got to get through that every day. Like seeing people. I get on a bus. public bus. I'm freaking out the whole time. Like I don't trust anyone on the bus. For a while, my mother had to like take care of me as like how you do an infant, like washing, changing, feeding. Like I'm 17 years old and I got my mom bathing me. I can't move. I got no hand. I can't talk. I'm all sweet. And my dad and mom were like, Ross, like come on, like the doctors say, like give it time. Then all my friends like coming to see me, hanging out with me. I started getting more positive. One day I woke up and I felt different. Like I was like, you know what, this is my world. That's when I like every time in physical therapy, like I'd try to do something, mess up. I'd be like, well, it's like a nollie backside flip. Like you're gonna mess up until you try it and land it. When I'd mess up, I'd be like, nollie backside flip, and then I'd get it. Like I'd do something with my hand and like put the thing in, and the doctor would be like, oh yeah, good job, like you did it. I'd be like, So I like started living my life as like skateboarding. It's been working. I'm very blessed. I see it now. Like when before, I'm like, you know, like I'm so unlucky. Like I went through all this getting shot, and really, like I look at it now after like maturing and growing up. Like it just gave me like a whole new leg up on life and how I could live my life. And it's crazy. Like makes me happy to be alive, and just like so grateful for everything. Like I just look at what I got. I don't look at what I don't have. I look at what I have.
That's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
That's horrible, man.
What a story.
Damn, man, he's a warrior, man. Definitely a warrior, man. But man, the mentality of these people today, man. I mean, like that's trauma to anybody, man. Like how could you even trust anybody no more? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody say, yo, let's go to a party or something. You like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go with somebody because you don't know if they're going to try to do something to you or not, man.
Thanks.
It's crazy out here, man. Stick to your day ones, people that you know what I'm saying? And I mean your family that rock with you, that go through trials and tribulation with you every day, stay with them, man. Other people that you don't know, man, nah, man. Hell no.
That's really crazy, though.
Yeah, man. I mean, the mentality of people today is like, these gang members be having these young gang members trying to kill somebody else just to be initiated into a gang, man. Like think for yourself. Think about if you kill this person and you get caught. You're going to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Right.
For another nigga. Tell that nigga to go do that.
That's crazy.
I ain't finna be killing somebody that's innocent, man.
Exactly.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Like, stop being a leader, stop being followers, man. You don't gotta monkey see, monkey do what everybody else do or be protected. You feel what I'm saying? Go join the freaking program, the PAL, the YMCA, something, man. Like, man, do something with yourself, man. Go to school, man, get into sports. Stay out of trouble, man. And if you gotta call the police to have protection, do that, man. Like you ain't no snitch. A snitch. Now let's define that, cause he said that, right? And the dude family was sitting there saying, "Oh, he's calling the police. He's coming to court." Listen, man. He's a civilian. A snitch is this. To break this down to y'all knuckleheads out here. A snitch is when, say, I do a crime with one of my friends, and we do this crime together. Like say we rob a bank. We agree to go rob a bank. And one of us get caught. If one of us snitch on each other, that's a snitch. You know why? Because we agreed to do this crime. That's a snitch. But a person that's a civilian that don't live by that code, they not a snitch, man. You gotta define that.
They ain't worried about him getting caught. They worried about he just got shot and he deserves justice. As that.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So that family, man, y'all suck. Get out of here, man. You feel what I'm saying? So that's my issue I be having with people, man, is civilians can call the police because that's the only option, for protection. You feel what I'm saying? But if me and a person is doing a organized crime, selling drugs, robbing banks, or we in the gang life and we doing all type of criminal acts, that's something different because I agreed to this.
Yeah.
That's a snitch. But a nigga that don't have nothing to do with this lifestyle and he call the cops on you, that's not snitching. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
Bottom line, man, like freaking oh man. Anyway. Man, shout outs to the dude Ross, man.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him, man, for surviving. He definitely blessed.
Shout out to all y'all who requested that.
Yeah, man. But the mentality of these people in this world today, man, like he is like that's crazy. Like he got shot for no reason, and then the family get mad because he is testifying against a nigga that tried to kill him.
That's crazy that Joyner took that and made a song.
Yeah,
out of
man.
it.
You know what I
That's
mean? Like
crazy.
but shout out to the dude for surviving, man. He a survivor.
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy.
that's
This
wild.
world, but like y'all niggas don't got no morals, no values, no principles. Y'all don't got no righteousness. Only rock with people that got morals and values and principles and righteousness. Rock with them. Everybody else who don't have that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all can go with it. To the fishes, man. We out of here. Peace.